Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in for our pre-match build-up show. And it was a very important debate. I wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on Reds, or as any other fellow football fans out there. If you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you're a massive Reds or if you're just a fan of football in general, we're going to be discussing Liverpool, the potential transfer of Harry Kane. I'm deeply interested in every single one of your thoughts. Yes, he will command a very large fee, but Liverpool have lacked goals this season. Let that not be said. Yes, we've missed Van Dijk and Gomez, and the defensive frailties in which Liverpool have showed. We will strengthen at the back. That's very much on the good understanding. Kanate, the RB Leipzig French international, he's looking like very much a promising transfer that will be getting done by Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp and the technical staff within Liverpool Football Club. But the question is asked, will Liverpool do transfer business at the other end of the pitch? The most important end of the pitch for me, to really the amount of chances Liverpool have created this season, and we've very much missed a lot of opportunities. I don't mean if Liverpool say do bring Harry Kane in, he offers you a lot of goals, and not just goals, assists this season. Harry Kane has got 13 assists as well as his 22 goals, joint with Mohamed Salah in terms of goal return. But we'll look at his stats throughout tonight's show, everyone. But Liverpool this season and going into next season, we need at least clinical goals. Jota will offer you a lot of goals. Salah will offer you a lot of goals. Mane will offer you a lot of goals. And by I say Liverpool should be in the notion or should be in talks with at least in the hat for Harry Kane. Yes, he will command a very large fee. We can all agree with that. But I don't mean bring him in and then sell the likes of Mane or Salah. It's up to FSG and up to Jurgen Klopp to really... A player of that quality will strengthen not just Liverpool, but any side that brought him in. You look at Manchester United, the likes of when he brought in Dimitar Berbatov, and there's a lot of examples out there that they brought in one key player, and they brought in Van Persie as well. Players that guarantee you at least that you're in trophies. I think if Harry Kane did come in to Liverpool Football Club, he would very much offer you that same impact in which Virgil van Dijk offered you to Liverpool, and that same impact Alisson, as well as Alisson saving goals. He's scoring goals now anyway, isn't he, Reds? But make sure you get your comments in the comment section below as we go throughout tonight, Reds, and we will be discussing the Burnley pre-match build-up show anyway. But let's quickly head over. I'll quickly get his stats up now. Bear with me 1 second, Reds. As you can see here, this is his goal return in the Premier League. Harry Kane, as you can see there, this season he's made 33 appearances in the Premier League, getting 22 goals. He is 27 years old. He will be 28 come July. Let's quickly click on his name. Yes, he will be 28 the 28th of July this year. For me, it's a no-brainer. I tell you, if he went to Manchester City, he'd very much strengthen their position. It more or less guarantee them a league title. Whether they do the business, they built by Haaland or someone, they have to bring in someone to their football club. And for me, I think Liverpool very much do need to bring in Harry Kane. His numbers speak for themselves. He's very much up there in terms of goal return. Will he move to La Liga, the Serie A, the French Ligue 1, go back to link up with Pochettino at Paris Saint-Germain? But he's more or less just describes it as saying he wants to stay in England, if you want to read all reports anyway. I know it's Sky Sports News. You don't want to look too much into it. But if that was the case, for me, Liverpool need to be in contention. Yes, it will be a lot of money, a big transfer fee. But for me, Harry Kane, the quality in which he will offer you as a player, there's not many players in world football that can come into a big football club and really have the impact that would have. Yeah, Harry Kane, surrounded by the likes of Bobby Firmino, Mohamed Salah, Jota, Sadio Mane as well. would be ridiculous, but it's at the right price. The right price is to be big talking points. Could Liverpool recruit him at the right price? That's going to be the big sticking point, really, and the big talking point. Liverpool, yes, we're not Manchester City. We haven't got a lot of transfer fee, but I'm telling you, the football club should make money available if a player of that sheer quality come onto the market. Nike should come in and go, yeah, we'll offer it up. Obviously, they do sponsor Tottenham Hotspur anyway, do they know a bit of connections, really? But for me, I'd love it. I'd honestly love it. I know he's 28 come July this year, but you can get a lot of good years out of Harry Kane. He's going into the peak years of his career. And for me, it would put Liverpool in a massive position come next season. We can get Van Dijk fit. Again, Joe Gomez fit. Kanate coming in. A possible midfielder. We've got the like Shaqiri, the Origis. There's a lot of players that Liverpool need to offload in the summer and really strengthen in a lot of key areas. But yeah, let's go into the Burnley game as well now, Reds. Let's quickly get into the banners. Burnley pre-match build-up. It's going to be a very tricky game come tomorrow night. Dependent on the result, that is Leicester and Chelsea. Just quickly check what's the score as of we are recording this. It's still 0-0, 42 minutes into the game of Leicester City versus Chelsea. It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be an absolute slog, like it was against West Brom. Sean Dyche, him and Jurgen Klopp, it's very, very highlighted in previous matches when we played Burnley. Obviously, they won at Anfield when we were in that terrible run of form. It's going to be a very difficult game, but forget the Chelsea and the Leicester game. Liverpool, we've still got to do our job. Whatever the result tonight, Liverpool's still got to keep at it and keep at it well, because we all know how they're going to be setting up. 2 banks of 5 and beat Park behind the ball. But a nice early goal for Liverpool come tomorrow night will be massive. Mitchell, nice one for you going, mate. Why don't we have a large transfer fee though, Jack? We make tens of millions every year. We are being cons. Spend what you make, not just player sales, pay the bills, and then use the rest. Mitchell, absolutely spot on there, mate. Appreciate you tuning in, you absolute legends. I'm very much under that same thinking, mate. Until, like we seen at Mitchell and everyone at home, didn't we? Just to quickly talk about Mitchell as well. Everyone for tuning in. What are your thoughts on the Burnley game? How do you think it'll pan out? Team selection as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Yeah, I'm under the same thinking, mate. Obviously, a lot of owners are very much peed off a lot of supporters anyway, but the quickest way, football fans are very fickle. If you go out and spend a couple of $100 million on players, it'll ease the thoughts about the owners. Obviously, it won't forget on what the moves in which they've made, and rightly so. Liverpool fans will not forget, and a lot of top teams, the owners. But it all comes down to the recruitments and the performances on the pitch. If Liverpool start winning a league title again and European trophies yet again under the tenure of Jurgen Klopp, then it just shows that if Liverpool are doing the recruitment well off the pitch and FSG are backing everyone. If you want to know my thoughts on FSG, you don't have to go on my channels. You all know how I feel about them. All of us, every Liverpool fan around the world, were very displeased with their decision making. But if they make a big transfer fee available for Jurgen Klopp to say, right, John Henry goes to Jurgen Klopp, yes, there you go. You can have 100 million. You can go out and spend it on Harry Kane or whoever is made available, because there'll be a lot of real top quality. Mitchell, would you be happy with going for Harry Kane, mate? And I think when I've been speaking to you and everyone over the last couple of seasons, this season and obviously last season before, the amount of times that ball's getting fizzed into the box and there's not a clinical number 9 on the end of it. But yeah, Mitchell, on the Burnley game, I think we will win, but it will be a navy like the West Brom, mate. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not another alley goal. I tell you, if it takes that to win a game, I very much take it, mate. But yeah, spot on there, Mitchell. It's going to be a nervy game. I'll be happy with a 1-0. I said for me draw against West Brom, and I said that against United. So I'm going to go with a draw for Liverpool versus Burnley, just because of the good omens in which it's let me think. Obviously, I said that against United, we won. I said that against West Brom as well, and we won on people's pre-match build-up shows. But I'm going to go for a draw against Burnley, only because going with form and going with luck, to everyone's touch words, I'm going to go with a draw against Burnley. Hopefully, I hope Liverpool get all 3 points. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, Reds. It was only going to be a short one. Be a very difficult game against Burnley. Sean Dyche, expect very defensive unit. It's going to be, if Liverpool can get an early goal come tomorrow night, it's going to be absolutely key to the performance in which, and we need to start well, quick as well. Whether you play with Mane, for me, it's going to be a massive. It would be fitting if Mane did score the last couple of games to secure Liverpool Champions League football. He knows himself; he's not had the best season, but going forward as a football club, Mane is very key to the plans in which we have. I know we're talking about would we bring in Harry Kane? I don't mean we're going to get rid of Salah and we're going to get rid of Mane or we're going to get rid of Firmino. Liverpool should be able to strengthen with this squad in which we have. We don't need to sell. Well, in the future, that will tell. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. If Liverpool need to buy players and we need to sell players, I'm hoping that is not the case, and that hasn't been the case for a very long time. But you never know with these owners or football owners in general anyway. Hopefully we have turned a corner where we can go in and buy big and just obviously Champions League football will be massive to our plans in terms of bringing players in. Callum, how you doing, mate? Appreciate you tuning in as well. Sorry I'm late. You don't need to apologise. I made up your day. Every single one is. Obviously, YouTube doesn't tend to push out the notifications, really frustrating, but every single one is that is tuning in, and everyone that is tuning in on the replay, the absolute legends. And but yeah, no, I don't want him, to be honest. I just want us to invest in this squad. Now, we have a terrific squad, all fit, but we need to invest in some more players. Mitchell, it's spot on there, mate, but it's the right players in it, Mitchell. We don't want to be spending willy-nilly, but that has not been the track record of Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp. Our recruitment has been very much spot on, and that is coincided with the form in which Liverpool have done in the last couple of seasons. We've challenged for league titles, won European trophies as well, and won a Premier League title as well. So it's coincided. The recruitment has been absolutely spot on, and we all know Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp will have names on that laptop. They will have names. They will know the names. If you can't get the first target, they'll get the second or third or fourth. All comes down to the player. But I'm telling you, if Harry Kane got a phone call from Jurgen Klopp saying, would you like to come to Liverpool Football Club and lead the line and be surrounded by the likes of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino in behind if needs be, I'm telling you, that would be a very good proposition if you're Harry Kane. I don't want Kane either. He should go abroad and play for PSG, maybe. Low. Yeah, spot on there, Helen. I mentioned the Pochettino got a very good working relationship with the England international. But it was a question, and this is why I created the video. This is why I created my channel, to get all your thoughts and opinions. There will be a lot of people that will disagree, and rightly so. I'm not saying everyone's... This is why I created my channel, to get everyone's thoughts and opinions. It was just a thought that I had today. If it was available, Harry Kane, if it was available, would you, as a fan, like to see Liverpool go out and buy him if he was available? It put Liverpool in a strong position. But yeah, make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. We'll be replying to every single one of them tonight, or if you comment on tomorrow, very much reply to every single one. And that is a very good point to go. Got the hiccups, but I really do appreciate every single one is for the love and support on the channel, for all the content as well. If you are new around here, want to get involved, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put your bell notification on as well. And apologies if you haven't got your notification. If you didn't get your notification for this episode, make sure you just deselect if you unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then put your bell notifications on. Just try and do that, because it is really frustrating. YouTube as a platform sometimes, but every single one that is watching tonight. And as always, City lost to Brighton 3-2, did they? I tell you, that's very worrying form. I know during the Champions League final, Pep Guardiola, but the sheer attitude and the way in which Pep expects his squads and players to be professional. And Tuchel, he's got his Chelsea side playing very well. It'd be very intriguing. Have City become a bit too relaxed in terms of the thinking that they've already won the Champions League? Chelsea, I think they will be all guns blazing going for that Champions League. And especially if Leicester do get a result, it will be down to Tuchel's side to really try and get into the Champions League by winning it. If that is the case, if Leicester do beat them tonight, what do you do to keep fit, Jack? Nothing, mate. I've got a lockdown belly. I'm the least fit person. I literally can't walk far with my lungs, mate. But yeah, Kane's keep being in UK long time. He needs to test his ability elsewhere before he retires. I know a lot of stuff does get mentioned. Harry Eden beat Alan Shearer's record. I think that does mean a lot to him. I know he's not won a lot of trophies. Well, not many really, apart from the Audi Cup. But I think that will deep down, if you're a player like Harry Kane and you've got that record, if you want to stay in the Premier League, to at least try and win trophies, but coincide that with the leading goal scorer tag. If you retire as the leading goal scorer and you've won a couple of Premier League trophies, then that's fantastic. But at the minute, that's what all Harry Kane's got, is the records and the cheeky Audi Cup anyway, whatever you call it. Dugello, spot on, mate. Appreciate your comments. I'd be happy to have him, Kane, but at 100 million plus, then Haaland or Mbappe would be better buys in the long run. Very much agree with that, mate. It's intriguing. This is why I pose the question to every single one is, it's if Haaland is available, will City go for him? Will Liverpool or the top clubs in Europe go for him? It all comes down to availability. I think the top clubs in Europe will already have got the feelings in and around the transfers, speaking to agents. You know, if you're a big club and you're going behind closed doors, you won't say publicly, but agents will make noises and say, yes, my client. It's sad to say, but players are clients in terms of agents going, yeah, he's available. Would you be offer? The club is, even though the club publicly will be saying, like to Dortmund and the Tottenham will be probably going, no, he's not for sale at any price. But money talks in football, sadly, and we've seen that with some players that have left Liverpool Football Club. Do you think we'll get the record and the golden boot and the assists? I think he will, Helen. If he stays in the Premier League and he retires, obviously you look at Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane, he's very much adapted his game. It's not like he's a player that relies on pace, and we've seen that with the amount of assists he's got this season. That's why I pointed it, because Harry Kane in this Liverpool system, he offers you goals, but he offers you that creativity as well. Like we've seen, I think he very much will beat it if he stays in the Premier League. That's a big if. I wouldn't want Kane. He is 28, 28 in July this year, mate. And with his injury record, he'd probably have 2 years max at the top. I don't think so, mate. Very much don't think so. I understand your comments and respect it, mate, but he's got a long time at the top of the Premier League, really. You look at top elite level players. Wayne Rooney lost a bit of his pace, but he very much come that creative. He's still got his goals, Harry Kane offers you that creativity as well. That's something that Firmino has been lacking. Yes, he offers you that creativity, but how many times have we watched Bobby Firmino this season or the last couple of seasons? Yes, Bobby is not a clinical goal scorer, but if Liverpool are an advanced their game, and those times this season where we've just sat there and gone, the amount of chance we've had, or we've missed a Jota or a Salah or Mane, the back post, or someone that stands in the 6-yard box and has the ability to put the ball in the back of the net. I know it's not as easy as saying just put the ball in the back of the net, but Harry Kane makes it look easy half the time. But nice one for your comment, Jasmine. Really do appreciate it. Everyone, that's why I've made this video. I made the live stream very much interesting, every single one here. So Jasmine doesn't think with his injury record, Harry Kane he's got 2 years max. Let me know your thoughts on Jasmine's comments as well. Would you rather be a one-club man with personal trophies in the cabinet, or move on and say you won club trophies if it was you? It depends. If I was Liverpool Football Club, but if Harry Kane was at Arsenal Football Club and he was a one-club man, I could understand, because Harry Kane was a Tottenham supporter when he was growing up, and you have to see the pictures of him in an Arsenal kit. It's very different if you look at Gerrard or a Lampard or a Terry. Yes, Lampard moved at the back end of his career to City and obviously the MLS, but for me, I'd want to be winning trophies, as well as it comes down to personal preference. Obviously, everyone's different. But for me, if you're in a job or profession, you would like to win trophies, especially in football. I would not want to go through my career like Harry Kane and not win trophies. Yes, you could have the Premier League record, amazing stat, and not a lot of players. And that's something that you can go down if he ends his career as one of the Premier League's all-time goal scorer. That's fantastic. But as a professional, you want to be winning trophies. Like the likes of Van Dijk and Salah and Mane and all our players, they're not going to be sitting waiting around wanting to not win trophies. Liverpool are now in a position, due to obviously FSG helping recruiting Klopp, and Jurgen's done all the work on the training grounds, and the players have put him in. The players have put us in a position to really be commanding, at least getting challenging for Premier League. Yes, it's not happened this season, but we won our first title in a very long time. We won the Champions League not too long ago as well, and we're always in contention, and we're very blessed to be in a position in which, so when you're on top, you need to strengthen when you're on top, not spending 5-10 million there hoping that this player can come in and that. He has a dodgy ankle, so I can understand the comment from Jasmine. Yeah, very much warranted. It's a lot of players have got a lot of dodgy ankles. You look at Van Dijk, who used to say Van Dijk will come back, all guns blazing, unless someone's got a crystal ball and says that. But spot on, Helen. I really do appreciate every single one of your thoughts. If you're all watching this on replay, we'll be replying to every single one of your comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the Burnley game, build up, score predictions, team selection as well, and your thoughts on potentially would you take Harry Kane at Liverpool Football Club at the right price, might that be said. There'll be a lot of contrasting views down in the comment section below, but that's why I created the channel. I really do appreciate every single one of your comments as well. Helen, Mitchell as well, Jasmine, absolute legends, and Lungello, appreciate your comments, mate, as well. To get to Mitchell's last comment, he would be immortalised at Spurs if he stayed and have a statue. If he joined City or United, he would just be another striker. Tell you what, Van Persie, I think if you ask Van Persie or any players, there's that stat in there. There's like being 100 and odd plus players that have left Tottenham and won trophies. Jermaine Defoe, another player that has left. Yes, it's the Scottish League, but no discredit to Celtic and Rangers. That's a massive football club, and with the possibility of getting into the Champions League week in, week out as well. But yeah, Son is probably going to leave as well. Yeah, Jasmine, there's going to be a big surgery and a big clear out. Harry Kane, he's very much respected Mourinho, and I think this stems from really the treatment in which he did receive. Yes, Mourinho had a bad time at Spurs. That you don't have to be an expert in terms of analysing football to say, but I really think he misses his chances, but he still got 3 years of his contract to go. Very much so, Helen. Really do appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to have to shoot off, but absolute legends to every single one of you, and really do appreciate every single one of your thoughts. And for everyone that has dropped a like on the video, you're absolute legends. And I will see you tomorrow for our post-match reaction at Liverpool versus Burnley. Hopefully, the Reds can get all 3 points. See you later.